Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So this is the registration for the Shopware Multi-Seller Marketplace module. So if you are if you are already a registered customer, if you already have your credentials, so you can log in with your email address and your password. But you can register himself or herself at the seller. The customer can register himself or herself at the Shopware Multi-Seller Marketplace after clicking on this register button at the front end. So if you do not have credential, you are not a registered customer, then you can fill it up this sign up form and you can register yourself for the Shopware Multi-Seller Marketplace. So you need to fill in certain details like the name, first name, email address, and then your address. Then shipping, billing address, and then the postal code, city, and all other details. Just you need to fill up all those details. Now one thing that you need to notice here is this part that says select yes if you want to become a seller and sell your products on the store. So if a customer wants to become a seller also on this store, so he needs to select yes, otherwise leave it no. So if you select yes, if you want to be a seller on this store and want to sell your products, you need to give certain more details, like you will be asked to select like what kind of client you are. You are either a private client or you are a company. So you can select it from the drop down menu. Then you need to provide your store slug, store title, and then all other the same details like your postal code, city, and the street address. So the customer can become the seller after selecting yes option. And this if you have want to become a seller your products, and you can sell your products on the store. So after the registration, the seller can log in into the Shopware Multi-Seller Marketplace. So I already have registered for it. I have my credentials, so I will just log into the Shopware Multi-Seller Marketplace module. So after the login, a seller can see these details of the seller's options like the add product, your profile, your order, marketplace sellers, your products here, just your profile addresses, payment method, orders, marketplace dashboard, and then add products, your then your profile, your product, your orders, marketplace sellers. So you can view all these details here. Now I'm going to explain these options one by one. So the very first one is the marketplace dashboard. So let me click on this. So clicking on this after the login, the marketplace dashboard will appear as shown here on the screen. So after clicking on the dashboard, the seller can see the complete statistics for his store account. The seller can see the pending orders quantity, the number of orders in process, complete orders quantity, number of order cancelled. Moreover, the seller can also see the following details like the total number of orders that have been placed by the customer, the total number of turnover, you can see it here like this, the seller income, admin commission, total sell, and the total number of logged in buyers, then the low stocks. So all this information you can see it. You can also find this statistics over the last 30 days in this graphical form for your orders. And also you will find a graph for the turnover also. So let me just scroll it down here, and here we go. So here you can find this graph, the graphical representation for your turnover. So like this you can access all your data here regarding to your sale. Now clicking on your profile button, the seller profile will displays the critical information about the seller after the registration though. So the seller needs to complete the seller profile, and you can manage the seller can manage the seller profile under the seller profile section, and has to enter these details like the name, first name, last name, and then and this is and then the email address. From here you can also change your email address, you can change your password. So this is basically the the default customers the profile details. Now this is now for a seller, you will click on this your profile section, and you will find some more details that you need to fill it up, like the store logo, store banner, social link, store owner, store slug, owner name, store title, store descriptions. So talking about each one of them one by one. So from here you can choose a file for the store logo, and as I have already done it. So and you can also choose a file for the store banner that you want to display. There you can choose a file for the photo of the store owner, and then here you can add your social links like the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to add some more social links, you will click on this plus button, and then you can write the details. Suppose if I want to add Instagram, and let me give me any fictitious link here for now. So this will become your social link. So you can add as many social link as you want. Now there there is a store slug that you need to enter, then the store owner name, then the store title, and then there is a store description. So you need, the seller needs to enter a short description for his store, so he can do it here, and then after you need to click on the save button to save this configuration. So store details updated successfully. Now the next thing you need to know is the next option that I am going to explain is the add products. So the seller can add product at the marketplace, and the seller has to enter the details to the following details to create the product, like the product name, price, product number, product stock, description, minimum maximum order quantity. So here you need to enter the product name, then the price of the product, then the product number, and then the product stock, like how many quantity of the product are there in the stock. So you can fill it up here. So if you so let's create a product for now. So let's call it 1000 products in stock. Product name is wine suit and the cost is 250. Now the product description, so you need to fill in some product descriptions also. So let me write wine suit for men. So after adding the product descriptions, you need to enter the product tags, that will be standard rate. Now the product manufacturer, so you can select one manufacturer from these options. Now the minimum order quantity, so also the admin can set the maximum or the minimum order that can be purchased by each customer for each product. So the minimum order quantity is 1 and maximum is 10, that I set up here. Now you can add a category to the product, I mean you can assign a category to the product. So the product category, let me select clothing. So I have selected clothing. Now from here you can choose a media file for the product image. So and after filling up all these details, you need to save the product. So after saving the product, you can see the products in the marketplace seller's product grid. So the product is added successfully. Now coming to your product section, so tapping on the add product menu also bring up the section to add the product. So your product sections, you will find this option, this add product. So tapping on this add product menu, you will be able to add a new product. So seller can add a new product. Now here you can type the product name or the status of the product as enable or disable, and then you can apply these filters to search the products in your product list. Also you can again reset the filters from by clicking on this reset button. Now to delete the product, and you will find the list of all the products in your store. So you will find the name, product number, price, active, and status, and the available stock, and this is the action button. So you will click on this action button to edit the product. So if you want, you can edit the product from here. So if you want, you can make any changes to the product, you can edit the product, and after editing the product, you can click on this update product button, and you will find that successfully your product has been updated. And after that, what the next thing we can do, we can select one or the multiple product and click on that particular product to delete it. So I have selected more than one product, and I can perform the mass delete action, or I can also do it individually for one product also. So after this option, so let me deselect all these options here once, and there we have updated the product, view the product, delete the product. So I can also delete the individual product also here. Now the next option, next thing that we need to know is so you will click on this product and to update the product. So you can generate a variant for the product. So clicking on this variant generator, you need to select a product group for your variant. The seller can generate the variant of the product here. For creating the variant, the seller can select the product group. After the seller can see the seller group options for creating the product variant. So suppose I have selected the color as the product group, and then I will select the variations, the blue, red, and white. So after selecting these variations, a table will come up when you have to fill in the values for this variant. So let me scroll it down and let me show you. After that you need to update your variant. So for the white colored variant, how much stock do you have? So let me fill it certain value like 200. I have 200 stocks for this particular variant. Now for this red variant, I have how many? I have let's say 100 stock, 100 quantity in my stock. Then for blue, I have 500 quantity, and from here you can update and delete it also, right? So and the next option, and after filling up these details for the variants, you can update your product. And the after updating the price and stock, you will just click on this update product button, and you will find that the product has successfully been updated. Now one more thing that we need to discuss here is the advanced price. So let me again go to this edit product, and here we go. So under this section, advanced price, after updating the variant, so advanced price, I can select a conditional rule to apply a in this you can add the pricing rules. So in this you need to select the customer group. According to that group, you can select the different rules for the different customers group. So let me select this one condition rule from this drop down menu. So let me select all customers. Now the quantity from and the quantity to, so let's say it from quantity 1 to quantity 20. I want to provide this special price or the advanced price for this particular thing, or you can also remove it from that button. I want to add another pricing rule, so I will just click on this add pricing rule button, and I'll be able to again fill it up, like the quantity from 21 to 20 21 to 23 or something. So I can add another pricing rule, I can remove it from here, and then I will click on this update product button, and you can see that the product has successfully been updated. So, and the seller can after the seller has click on it, updated the product. So the next option we need to discuss is the your orders, and clicking on the your orders button will take you to the page. Menu option will bring up the section to view all the orders that have been placed for this seller's product. The seller can see the order details, like the date. The seller can see the product order date by the customer order number. The seller can check the order number, then the order status, and the seller can check the order status and the payment status. The seller can check the payment status, like the open or closed, and the action. The seller can perform the action, view and hide the order details. Now the next is the marketplace sellers. So clicking on this marketplace seller, the seller can click all can check all the registered sellers and his or her details in the marketplace. So clicking on a particular seller's profile, you will, like seller's store, you will find all the details about that particular seller, like the name of the store is Matthew store, then the about, products, reviews and the social links. So this is all about the the seller panel of the module.